And we are back. We've got the Fuel Tech banner up on the wall already, mounted high and proud. Nate's car, all the blocks that I showed you in the video before last are back from the machine shop and ready to throw down. You know, they got done Friday, I got back Friday. Perfect timing, perfect timing. So time to get Nate's all thrown back together and back to him. This thing is a beast. It's got the same tires on it Gordo's got, the 26s, monster M&Hs. They're nice. They definitely put in work too. So we're back. I've already pushed all my cars out, swept for the day, and they're pulling the El Caminos in, getting ready to do some dynoing. But CRX looks good. Looks like it did a good job staying here while I was gone. Didn't run away or nothing. Still nice and pretty. Sean and I were talking, and we were gonna do a little modification with the seat. So he wants to run a bar along the side here, a 5/8 bar like the chromoly, because I have to do D-bars and some stuff. D-bars, and then, like, you know, we were just gonna add some bars here and there, and we wanted to add those 2 bars on both sides, and we could hang the viscous off of those, and we could mount the seat off of it as well. We'll just run those 2 bars and then run some door bars, and then we were gonna do a 1-inch tube that drops down and goes along the floor and back up to the door bar there, like, so it would be a part of the cage and a lot more sturdy than where it is now, because I did take all the support out right there. But it's a good position, and we can go off that position with the bars and stuff, and it'll still, we can have it all, you know, weld the sleeve into that bar, and then nut and bolt or thread it or whatever we need to do, we can do it. So we've got a good plan coming together for this, and tons of more stuff to do. It's gonna be awesome when it's done, though. We got to get it done so we can take her down to Florida, since the weather's good there, you know. That would be awesome. That would be sweet. All right, so I got Nate Dogg's short block all buttoned up, and it is got the clutch on it and the transmission on it now. I'm gonna go ahead and start lowering the car down and bring up the short block and the transmission up into the car, mount it, and then I'll go ahead and get the head going on and all the timing stuff and everything in the car here, because it's super easy for me and it's quick and gets the engine out of the way so people can walk through here. Got a little bit of a tight area, not too bad, but I'm sure they're annoyed with me on the sides here. Got neighbors, you know. Oh, the life. All right, so start bringing it down. I already disconnected the sway bar links, and then probably, I mean, I won't have to pop the wheels off until I'm going to put the axles in, but it would just be nice for visibility and stuff. I'd be able to see in there and see where the engine is and stuff. But I'll get her coming down now. See where we're at there. Okay, we still come down quite a bit. Quite a bit. Alright, let's check that out. Damn, we really got her in the right spot, boys. We're good at this. We've been doing this for a while now. Alright, so it looks like right there is about where my wheels start to touch. That's also why you pull the wheels off, because if you have the wheels off, we can go down another, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches. We're able to come down, but so we're down far enough now we can drag the hoist over and just lift it up the last little bit, and it'll be super easy. Sick. My new S1 built hoodie, it's pretty sick. Engine's all in there now, hanging by itself. T-bracket's in there. 2 bolts in it. I got to do the 19s in the bottom. I'm just about to go up so I can put the torque mounts on as well, and then the engine will be completely mounted and just start on axles and all the little stuff that make it work. So bring her up in the air and let's go after this thing. All right, so it's come along pretty good. I've got this one all on there, and shift linkage is on. T-bracket's got these 2 bolts in tight. I tightened up the bottom one there, but I realized I forgot this one in the trunk with all the other parts, so I got to bring the car down to get the other mount, and then I can get this side in, and then the engine will be completely mounted. All the mounts are on and tight, and I can move to all the other little stuff. So got us there with the mount being in the trunk, but we almost had it. We might even, I mean, I got pretty good hops, but I don't think I can swoop my arm over the hatch there. Can't dunk like that, but I could hop. I could probably hop. If it was on the hatch, I could probably reach it. But wrong button. Gonna bring the door down instead of the lift. Happens. Talking to the camera, get a little distracted. Trying to let you guys know what's going on. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a nice day out. Not too hot. Not very much sun. I mean, there's sun, but it's a little bit like tinted almost, you know? Like there's barely cloud cover to where the sun's not blinding us, but it's nice. It's good. It's a good day. All right, that's definitely good enough. I can reach now. Right here, see? That's what we needed. Darn it. All right. This one's turn. We've been thrashing away over here on Nate's. I got a VTEC dowel from an engine back in the back shop at home. Just a head back there we have spare. I pulled the VTEC dowel and O-ring from that, so I've got the cams going in. It's all tightened down, it's all timed, set, ready to go. I got the alternator belt on tight. Pretty much almost there. I just cleaned the valve cover. I need to put this boost pipe on, fill it with coolant. I'm got the valve lash tool. I'm about to do a valve lash. Once I got the valve lash done, then I'm gonna throw the valve cover on and seal it. They're over there tuning an H22 Prelude with the H23 non-VTEC head. Sounds pretty good, honestly. But so I got the line all on. So I need to fill it with coolant. I'm doing a valve adjustment right now. I got the valve adjuster tool, and once I got that done, I'll go ahead and put the valve cover on, and then I'll do the boost pipe. I'll run all my spark plug wires, put new spark plugs in it, and I already ran my vacuum lines. I got the oil feed line on here. It goes up over top of the valve cover there once I put the valve cover on, but it hangs off to the side real nice. Really, everything's coming along. Everything's plugged in, I believe. Yeah, I don't think I need anything else to plug in. Coolant lines are all ran and tight. Yeah, it's coming along really well. Throttle cable's all on, fuel lines are all tight. Just I need to put the clamp on my oil return line was busted, so I got a bunch of brand new clamps. I just buy them by the box, whatever. So I got a clamp right here for that. I put that on. Yeah, timing cover's all on. I mean, it's coming together great. So I should have Nate's finished up today, and then we'll get over onto Dan's here, and I'll throw the axles and stuff in it. They're doing manifold stuff and all that over there, figuring all that out. So once I get this done, I'll get over there. I still got to put the axles in this one as well, but that's easy, and I've got them up inside the car here. I already got the half shaft on, so it's just pop the ball joints, throw the axles in, and let's go. So let's keep coming. Let's do this. All right, burping it out. Got oil in it, coolant, all that stuff. Put a little fluid in the trans. Idling, it's about, I mean, it's cold oil right now, so we're about 73, 74. It'll probably come down to 55, maybe even somewhere in the 40s, 30s. Chilling, kind of a lean idle, but that's all right. It's just where it wants to be. Smooth, nice and good. We got no leaks, it looks like. Everything's good down here. Sick, man. I love Nate's valve cover and stuff. This car is just a monster, dude. It's a sick car. I like it a lot. So I grabbed the laptop so I could watch the temp here and just know when it gets up to about 180 to 190, and that's about when everything's all burped and the thermostat opens around 190. So as you can see, the oil's warming up, so it's coming down. It's about 57, 55 now. So that'll probably come down to, you know, 40, 30 like I said. And I'm just gonna watch this until it comes up to where I need, and I'll check to make sure the fan's on. If the fan's on, then everything checks out on my book, and we'll get her over in the dyno, make some rips, and send her off. So this thing's pretty rad though. I like Nate's car a lot. He's got a little phone holder here because some parts of the dash don't work. The temp gauge just pegs as soon as you turn the key on and stuff. So there's a few things there. You might need a new wire from here to there, or this might be bad, the cluster might itself, because we've changed the sensor out there. Before Nate had this, we tried to get the temp sensor to work for him, but we just, I don't know, man, something's funky with it, so it probably needs a new wire all the way out there. And yeah, it's easier just for him to plop his phone up. It's S300, so he can Bluetooth, and he can see the wideband, the map sensor. We could run his oil pressure into it, and he could see that. He could see everything if he wanted to. You know, AC clutch engagement, nitrous, all that stuff is all able to be seen on there, which is pretty cool. So we're coming up right now. We're about 154, coming on up. 87 degrees intake temps, idling. That's pretty dang good for a motor pumping through the intercooler and inside a building. We're not getting fresh air on it or nothing, so that's cool. That's good, that's good. Almost 160. 169. Yeah, 171 already. Going up pretty quick. 92 on the intake air temps. That's still good. We're almost there. Let's see when the fan engagement even is. Missed. Should be at, I don't think I clicked on the right spot. I think I did, but I don't think I did. Protection. Nah, fuel compensation. Protection. Please, protection. God damn it. This thing's so old and slow. 179, that's when it should come on. Okay. And then check engine light throws at 131 or 231. That's where we usually put it. You don't really want to be driving higher than 231, so I mean 230 is hot. Neons run a little hotter, you know, they run about 215, 220. Hondas run around 190 to 200. The middle of your temp gauge though, not like dead center, but hey, there's the fan turned on. We're at 180 now. Not like dead center, but right above the little like thermostat guy is about 210 on the Honda cluster. So I mean, I'm sure not all sensors are reading the same, because you know this one just reads pegs. So, but we've noticed that around the middle, a little bit above the middle, is 210. We're gonna get up to 190 like we said though. Make sure that thermostat opens, and then we'll shut it off and we'll cap it all up. All right, so we got Nate's all done up and squared away. We just got axles, and Dan's over here. They're working on turbo stuff and figuring all that out. And we've got Eric's Integra back in here. The clutch is just being funky, man. So he had let me, we had talked about a bunch of stuff because he's done a lot to this thing, and he actually crashed in the past. And so he had me change out this line here because his was kinked a little bit. I mean, it was bent a little bit, didn't really have a kink, but we're trying to figure out why the clutch really isn't engaging. It's a competition clutch, so it's a good clutch. It should be engaging, should work just fine, but it's being silly. It's being silly. So it's got a new slave, a new master, pretty much a whole new system. I bled the whole thing. And it kind of feels like it has a pedal, but it's always kind of felt like it had a pedal, and it didn't really have a clutch. So now that I've changed this line, I'm just gonna try it one more time And if it doesn't work, I'm gonna have to end up pulling the transmission and seeing if it's the throwout or the clutch, because it's got to be one of those two things. But Honda throwouts are simple and Honda throwout works. So if it's the throwout, it's got to be like off of the fork on one side or something silly. And if otherwise, it's got to be the fins of the pressure plate or something that's not engaging on the pressure plate. Something's going on, because the pedal engages pretty good, moves pretty good, but it just doesn't work. So we'll see. Let's try this again. So a simple way I just tested that was I lowered it all the way down to the ground. I just put the lift legs in the middle because I didn't want to drive very far. So I put the lift legs in the middle, and then I just put it in first gear, pushed the clutch in, and I tried to start it, and of course it tried to drive on me. So I made sure, double checked, put the car in reverse, pushed the clutch in, and tried to drive it, and the same thing, tried to drive on me. But now we're going back up in the air, and we're gonna have to pull the tranny out. So let's do this thing, guys. Let's just knock this sucker out. Let's go. All right, guys, I messed up, and I already pulled the transmission out. Forgot to film. Assessed everything, checked out the throwout and stuff, and the pressure plate was a little loose, so torqued the pressure plate all the way down, and then put everything back together, and we're gonna go ahead and test it now. Booyah! We got that to work. We have been on today, and we have not been on camera. Man, we're slacking. But we did that. We took care of the Integra, drove around the parking lot, shifted through all the gears. It worked. Frick, yeah. All right, that pumped me up. So after that, pulled my buddy Connor's in, and so I pretty much did everything. Car was running and stuff, but the dummy light, the dummy oil light, was blinking at me, and I didn't like that. So I changed the dummy oil light, still blinking at me. I didn't like that. So I took it off, and I put a nice oil pressure gauge on it, nice AEM oil pressure gauge, and wired it all up. It's got great oil pressure. Running, give it a rev, you know, see 80s, 90s, 70s, it's great. Great oil pressure. So that stoked me out. Took his back out. Now we've got the CRX in here, and you know it's always a great time when we got the CRX in here. We've got the bumper on. We set the hood on. It's not bolted down back there. Set it on, and then we've got the engine back in now, so we can see where things line up with the bumper on, because we've never had the engine in and the bumper on. That's a pretty big step. So we've got the intercooler in there, trying to check things out, looking at tank space, because we can look through this chunk right here and just figure this thing out. It's awesome. I'm stoked. All right, guys, thank you guys for tuning in. I know it was just a video of me getting some work done, but that's what we had to do. We took a little vacation. We're back. We had to get some work done. We got the Prelude taken care of, the Integra, as well as the other Integra, 2 Integras, and wait a minute, and the Civic, the EG Coupe, EG Hatch. What am I saying? We got all those taken care of, and we're on to this Del Sol and the 4-door here. We got them done quite a bit ago. They're not fully done. The Del Sols kind of needs a tune, and I hadn't put in coolant in it yet because the radiator was bashed all crazy. So I just ran into a parts car. I swapped the radiator with a nice one, and I put coolant in it, and it looks like it leaks out of the, I can't really tell because of the timing cover, but I think it's out of the weeper, out of a little piss hole down there in the water pump. So I think it's got a bad water pump. I need to go ahead and do that soon, but we're going to tackle this guy first, because this guy just needs upper and lower radiator hoses, a distributor, ECU, and a battery, and then I believe we can take it on, as well as I need to mount the throttle cable. But just some little things, and I can get these two tackled and taken care of. I was trying to find all the parts at home and stuff in my, you know, my parts collection, but I couldn't find those ones. You know, sometimes you don't have them, or you do and you can't find it. You know, it's something I need to go through and organize all that stuff, but that's time, and we're working on getting the time to do that. That's what we're working for, getting these guys cranked out. I mean, we got 4 cars done right when we got back. 2 of them have already been tuned out, and so they just need to get on to the EG and the Integra. I believe they're going to tune today, and so I'll bring those to you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys get down there in the comments, say something cool, like, comment, subscribe down below. This is GoofyBuilt. Peace out, guys. Thank you.